Hey friend, hey, welcome back. It is about that time again for another round of monthly meal plans. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started, y'all. So little background, because sometimes we got friends that are new here. Hey friend, hey, and shout out to all my new subscribers. Hey friend, hey, welcome back. So I like to do monthly meal plans. I am very much, I feel like, you know, something that I learned a long time ago, just in my workout journey, is that when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And I adapted that mindset just in everything that I do. And, you know, one thing that I did when I was trying to create harmony in my home, and I'm a woman that just prays and I ask God for anything. Like literally when the Bible says you can ask me for anything, ask me the secrets, call to me and ask me secrets, call to me and I will answer you and tell you secrets that you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. And I take that, like, I take that for real. I really apply that in my life. And so yeah, I wanted harmony in my home, and one of the first things that God told me to do was to have meals with my family. And I was like, okay, but I don't know what to cook because I'm cooking the same 5 things. And he just helped me meal plan, and I've been doing that probably about 2 years strong. So anyway, so that's why I do this, is just to have a plan for, you know, not just to eat, but to have time with my family, with meals that we're going to enjoy, with meals that's going to bring everyone to the table. And I just want to highlight some of our best moments and just, you know, give a little plan for those that may be interested in meal planning or just need some meal ideas. This is what that's about. Let's go ahead and get started. So what I like to do, generally what I like to do, is recap the month of what worked, what didn't work, you know, my wins, my losses, our favorites, misses, things of that nature. So that way, moving forward, I know how to better plan, right? I feel like, you know, businesses and things, they do that, and I think that's something that should be implemented into our household. So I am going to just highlight some of our wins, some of our favorites, and some of our not so favorites, and my pantry restock. But I'm not gonna go deep in the favorites because I created a little new segment of recipe reviews. And so if you're interested in that, make sure you stay connected with me, because I have a video that's coming up shortly after this where I review all of the recipes that I tried, even some ones that I didn't tell you about in my last month's January monthly meal plan. So make sure you check that out and show it some love when it arrives on your feed. So for the month of January, it's very simple, y'all. We had one favorite and one miss. Let's start with the miss, okay? Last month I bought a new product, and I'll put it here, the Better Goods. It was the raspberry brie pastry bite. Friend, when I tell you that thing was nasty, it was so nasty. And I'm not a picky person. I'm really not. I pretty much like most foods, okay? There's very few that I don't like. Like, it's very few things that I don't like. I don't like marshmallows. I don't like, I don't know. I like marshmallows as a whole. Like, I don't want marshmallow on my drink. But I'll eat Rice Krispies and stuff with marshmallows. But you're not gonna pour me no Lucky Charms. Like, no. So, but anyways, I'm not very picky, but that was really bad. And the presentation of it was like, when you baked it, like, you know, you get items and it's like, it does not look like the photo, but like this really, this really doesn't look like a photo. And I wish I would have had the time to take a picture, but y'all, no, it was not good. It's not very sweet at all. It's I would just say no. I would not recommend it to anybody. Like, I'm sure there's something else that you could get. That's not it. So 0. A 0 out of 5, 0 out of 10, just 0, 0, 0. It was a no. But our favorite thing of the month, surprisingly, was the Magnolia Table bow tie pasta with sun-dried tomato and artichokes. Now I did tweak that recipe a little bit, and I did not do the artichokes, and we added ground beef in it. When I tell you it was our favorite food, our favorite meal for the month, like, that was crazy. One of the recipes that my son actually made, and it was really, really good. So I mean, the next, like the same night, they were already like, well, we have to make this again, can we make this tomorrow? Like it was really good. So I highly recommend that one. I think that's one that I actually found online, so if you don't have the cookbook, that's fine. If I'm remembering correctly, I was able to find it on the Magnolia blog, so I'll make sure I link that one down below for you guys to check out. So now let's move on to the restocks for this month. Now I did take inventory of my pantry and all those items like that. I think it's pretty much my kind of staple items of the drinks, you know, perishable items, produce. Like, we get produce like almost every week of fruits and vegetables, milk, and things of that nature. That's already thing. But in my pantry, my canned goods are good, but my flour and my sugar, like my baking supplies, is so dry. Like, I was not playing when I said I did not want to look at another baking ingredient in the month of December. I think I said that for January. It's dry, so I definitely need to restock that and get that back together, because that's unacceptable. I can't do nothing. Please have some flour. No flour, nothing. I'm gonna share with you the meals that I plan on making for the month of February. This may change, I'm gonna be honest, it may change, but I just have a general idea of what I may want to do. So moving forward, I keep saying, like, I'm not a recipe girly. I like to just go in, have an idea of what I want, like have an idea of the destination and just have fun getting there along the process. But because I'm teaching, my son is in the kitchen a lot more this year, and I want to have, you know, he likes to use recipes just to kind of guide him a little bit. I did pick quite a few recipes for us to try this month, from cookbooks as well as recipes online, and I'll make sure I link that down below for y'all to check out. So the first one, or one of the recipes that we're going to make, is the King Ranch chicken that I found in the Magnolia Table. I think I've seen this recipe floating online, that it's pretty much a kind of a general recipe that, you know, like most recipes, and everybody puts their different twists on it. So although I'm using the one from Magnolia Table, if there's one that is similar, I will make sure I link it down below for y'all to check out. So it's pretty much like a enchilada casserole, if you would, and I'm excited to try that. It's a little bit different from the enchiladas that I typically make, which is a sour cream green chili enchilada. So I'm excited for that one. We're also doing another cookbook recipe, 2 more cookbook recipes that comes from the Bob's Burger recipe. This is my son's cookbook, and these are the recipes that he chose to make for this month, and it is the Bob's Burger Baby You Can Chive My Car Burger, and it has like pickles, like fried pickles on it, and a sauce, and obviously chives. It looked pretty interesting, and I like trying new flavors and foods and things of that nature, so I'm looking forward to that. We also have a second burger recipe, which is the onion ring around the rosemary bush. So that will be interesting as well. I remember this one, and it's like a burger patty, and it has apple pieces in it, apples and I think brie, I don't know, apples and some sort of cheddar, maybe it's cheddar cheese, and onion rings on top with like rosemary onion rings on top. So that'll be interesting. And then I have 2 from half-baked harvest from the actual website, not the cookbook. It's the healthier tortellini vegetable soup. I saw a woman talk about this on TikTok, and she was saying that she ate this. She made this soup. It was good soup, but it caused her to like use the bathroom because it has fiber in it, but she is more fiber sensitive. But so I was like, what? Like, I'm always trying to get more fiber into my diet. So I automatically knew I wanted to make that this month. I'm also making her from Half Baked Harvest as well, is a creamy sun-dried tomato lasagna soup. So I'm kind of like, this is probably gonna be like my last month, maybe March. We'll see if I do another soup, but I'm kind of phasing out of the soup season. Speaking of TikTok, right? We know the craziness that's been happening with TikTok. And with that being said, y'all know I have even, you know, I've referenced a lot of recipes from TikTok, and I had a lot of recipes stored. I mean, still do and still have access to it, but I want to have recipes because realistically enough, like, that can happen to any app. Honestly, it can happen to any app. It can happen, just shut down or whatever. And what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna have recipes. So that kind of was the drive for me to really like come off the internet, come off the screen, and just really dive more into just like traditional methods of finding recipes. And so collecting cookbooks, collecting recipes, I mean, even online, but that's kind of became my surge. So I decided to subscribe to New York Times Cooking. So I have 2 recipes this month that I'm going to try from them. It's the crispy gnocchi with broccoli and sausage. I thought that was really good. It's like a 1 sheet pan type of meal, so perfect for those busy nights. I also, so I only got 1 from the New York Times. I'll make sure I have that link down below, but if you don't have a subscription, you're not going to see the full recipe. And of course, it's not a recipe, it's not a monthly meal plan without a recipe from Ina, because I think I've been using Ina recipes for like the past several months now. So I saw one online on the barefootcontessa.com, and it is the skillet roasted chicken and potatoes. This recipe does come from her latest cookbook, the modern cooking, or something about modern cooking. I'll have that link or a photo of that somewhere, but it's the skillet roasted chicken and potatoes. You can't go wrong with that. I haven't had an Ina recipe that I haven't liked, so I feel like, hey, it's already a winner. And I actually saw this one on the show. It was she did this mustard marinated flank steak, and I thought that might be an easy one to do with maybe a side salad and maybe a potato, because I'm have some leftovers. So yeah, that is all the recipes that I'm going to use this month. I'm also going to make a chili dogs, just for a little easy meal in the month. We always have, more than likely, always have pizza on rotation. We love homemade pizza and just being creative with that. Gotta have a Taco Tuesday, right? So we have tacos on the menu, as well as I'm going to make a beef shank. I don't know, just, you know, meat and rice and gravy type situation. Okay, so as far as like breakfast are concerned, I usually make just dinner. Breakfast, we tend to do our own thing because not everybody likes breakfast, but I'm a breakfast girly. And for me, usually in the winter months, I like just like oatmeal. I'll eat oatmeal every single day. I switch up my toppings, but I typically eat oats every single morning, and I'll just have some turkey bacon for protein and maybe a yogurt or a protein powder or something. But lunch is generally like grilled chicken and a salad or a vegetable. Sometimes we have like leftovers that we eat for lunch, but most of the times I make like chicken or a salad, and then we have dinner. So that's what our other meals, if you're wondering what do I do during the day, that's usually what I do. And as far as desserts this month, I will be making from the Sweet Tooth cookbook. Also, I do have another recipe. It is the lemon poppy sweet rolls. I just kind of was like, you know, flipping through, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna land on the recipe, and that recipe I'm going to make. So that recipe was a lemon poppy sweet roll. So I'm interested to try that. Usually I just have like a traditional cinnamon roll, but this will be interesting. I'm also gonna make a strawberry cake for Valentine's Day. It's that recipe that's like a 60-year-old, here's another recipe too. It's like a 60-year-old strawberry cake. I think when I was looking online, they said that Paula Deen had a rendition of it. So if I find an actual recipe, I will link that down below. And I'm also going to do some Rice Krispies. My son's been asking for Rice Krispies since like December. So I thought, hey, why not add it into this monthly meal plan? So y'all, that is it. I kept it short but sweet. Okay, and that is all that I'll be making for the month of February. Y'all, make sure you stay tuned for my monthly grocery haul as well as my January recipe reviews. I had a lot of fun making that video, and I hope that, you know, those that are interested in cooking, or just, hey, you just want a little entertainment playing in the background, you definitely check that out. So make sure you get connected, because those videos will be up very, very soon. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.